Greetings, humans. Jack's the name, and history, well, history is my game. You see me here, lounging amongst these ancient tomes, a shadow amongst shadows. You might think you know my kind. The playful swipes at dangling toys, the endless quest for the perfect sunbeam. But our story, it stretches back further than the dawn of your internet, back to a time when cats walked as gods amongst men. Yes, you heard that right. Gods. We were worshipped, revered, our every meow a divine decree. From the banks of the Nile to the rugged shores of the north, our paws have left their mark on the very fabric of your civilization. So settle in, dear viewers, as I, Jack the Black Cat, take you on a journey through the annals of time to reveal the true, the surprising, the utterly captivating history of cats. Our story begins in the land of the pharaohs, ancient Egypt, a civilization built on the banks of the mighty Nile. The river was the lifeblood of this ancient society, providing water, food, and transportation. It was along these fertile banks that the Egyptians built their grand temples and monuments. And it was here that they developed a deep connection with the natural world around them. Here, amongst the pyramids and the Sphinx, cats were more than just pets. They were considered to be divine beings, worshipped as the embodiment of the goddess Bastet. Cats roamed freely in homes and temples, their presence believed to bring good fortune and protection. Bastet, with her sleek feline form and piercing gaze, represented protection, fertility, and, of course, good fortune. She was often depicted as a lioness or as a woman with the head of a lioness, symbolizing her fierce and protective nature. Temples were erected in her honor, adorned with intricate carvings and statues of our kind. These temples were places of worship and reverence, where people would come to pay their respects and seek blessings from the goddess. Imagine, if you will, grand processions where priests adorned in fine linens paraded statues of Bastet through crowded streets, their arrival heralded by the rhythmic chanting of prayers and the gentle tinkling of sistrums. These processions were grand events, drawing crowds from far and wide, all eager to catch a glimpse of the sacred statues and partake in the festivities. These were not mere rituals, they were a testament to the deep reverence the Egyptians held for cats. Cats were seen as protectors of the home, guardians against evil spirits, and symbols of grace and poise. To harm a cat, even accidentally, was a crime punishable by death. This law underscored the sacred status of cats in Egyptian society, reflecting the deep respect and veneration they commanded. Such was the sacred status bestowed upon our ancestors. Cats were often depicted in art and literature, their images adorning everything from pottery to jewelry, a constant reminder of their revered place in society. And when the inevitable hand of death claimed a beloved feline companion, the Egyptians mourned as they would for any family member. The loss of a cat was a profound event, marked by rituals and ceremonies to honor the departed soul. The cat would be mummified, wrapped in fine linens, sometimes adorned with jewels and amulets. This process was a meticulous one, ensuring that the cat's spirit would be preserved and protected in the afterlife. Their tiny bodies were then laid to rest in elaborate tombs, often alongside their human companions, a testament to the unbreakable bond they shared. These tombs were filled with items that the cat might need in the afterlife, from food to toys, ensuring their comfort and happiness in the next world. Thousands upon thousands of these mummified cats have been unearthed by archaeologists, a haunting reminder of our species' revered past. Each discovery adds to our understanding of the profound relationship between the ancient Egyptians and their feline companions. From divine beings to, well, let's just say chasing that little red dot holds a certain appeal these days. While the reverence may have faded, the charm and allure of cats remain as strong as ever. Ah, how the mighty have fallen. Yet, in every purr and playful leap, there echoes a distant memory of a time when cats were gods among men. Now, let us journey north to the land of the Vikings, a place where the air is crisp, the landscapes are rugged, and the spirit of adventure is woven into the very fabric of life. These fierce warriors, known for their bravery and seafaring prowess, sailed the seas in search of new lands and treasures, their long ships cutting through the waves with unmatched grace and power. You might picture them as rugged, bearded men, more comfortable with an axe in hand than a purring feline. Their reputation as fearsome fighters precedes them, and rightly so. And yet even these hardened seafarers recognized the value of a good cat. These cats were not just pets, they were essential members of the crew. On board their long ships, those sturdy vessels that carried them across the waves, cats served a vital role. They were the silent protectors, the unseen guardians of the ship. They were not there for companionship, mind you, but for their prowess as skilled hunters. Their keen senses and agility made them perfect for the task at hand. Rats, those pesky rodents that infested ships and devoured precious food stores, stood no chance against the lightning-fast reflexes of a Viking ship cat. These cats were relentless, ensuring that the ship remained free of these unwanted guests. These seafaring felines were more than just pest control, they were guardians of the ship's provisions, ensuring the crew had enough to eat on their long and perilous voyages. Their presence was a comfort, a small but significant assurance that the food stores would remain intact. And let's be honest, a bit of furry companionship probably wasn't a bad thing on those cold and lonely nights at sea. The gentle purring of a cat could bring a sense of normalcy and warmth to the otherwise harsh and unforgiving environment. The Vikings, with their rich mythology and folklore, even had a goddess who claimed cats as her own. This connection to the divine only added to the cat's revered status among the Norse people. Freya, the goddess of love, beauty and war, rode a chariot pulled by two giant fierce felines. These cats were not just ordinary animals, they were symbols of power and grace, chosen by a goddess to be her loyal steeds. Imagine that, a goddess of such power and grace, choosing our kind as her loyal steeds. It speaks to the deep respect and admiration the Vikings had for these remarkable creatures. It speaks volumes, wouldn't you say? The bond between the Vikings and their cats was more than just practical, it was almost spiritual. Some believe that the Norwegian forest cat, with its thick, water-repellent coat and independent spirit, is a direct descendant of these Viking ship cats. These cats have adapted to the harsh Nordic climate, their fur providing protection against the elements. It's not hard to imagine them, these majestic creatures, their emerald eyes gazing out at the sea, their ancestors' adventurous spirit still burning bright within them. They carry with them the legacy of their Viking forebears, a testament to their enduring strength and resilience. So yes, you could say we cats have a history of bravery, of adventure, of facing the unknown with unwavering courage. Our ancestors sailed with the Vikings and their spirit lives on in us. We were, after all, Vikings once. Our legacy is one of strength, resilience, and an unyielding spirit. Remember that the next time you see me batting at a piece of string, beneath this playful exterior lies the heart of a warrior, a descendant of the mighty Viking ship cats. There's a warrior's heart beating beneath this sleek black fur, a heart that remembers the call of the sea, the thrill of the hunt, and the bond between a Viking and his loyal feline companion. Chapter 3. From Gods to Goblins, the Black Cat Superstition. Now, our journey takes us through time as well as across continents, to a period where our kind faced a rather unfortunate shift in public opinion. The perception of black cats has varied greatly across different cultures and eras, each with its own unique set of beliefs and superstitions. The Middle Ages, a time of castles and knights, of chivalry and, well, superstition. It was an era where the line between the natural and the supernatural was often blurred, and fear of the unknown was a powerful force. It was during this era that black cats in particular found themselves on the wrong side of folklore. Once revered in ancient cultures, they were now seen as omens of misfortune and dark magic. Imagine, if you will, the shadowy streets of medieval Europe. The air thick with the scent of burning wood and the distant sound of a blacksmith's hammer. The atmosphere was ripe for tales of the supernatural. A lone black cat darts across the cobblestones, its eyes gleaming in the flickering light of a nearby lantern. This sight, rather than being a simple moment of beauty, was often interpreted as a bad omen. But instead of admiration, it is met with fear, with suspicion. People would whisper and point, their imaginations running wild with thoughts of witches and dark forces. For in the eyes of many, black cats were no longer divine creatures but rather sinister familiars, witches in disguise, harbingers of bad luck. This belief was so strong that it led to the persecution of both cats and those accused of witchcraft. This association with witchcraft, with the unknown and feared, cast a long shadow over our kind, particularly those of us with black fur. The fear was palpable, and it often led to tragic consequences. We were demonized, persecuted, our lives often ending tragically at the hands of those who feared what they did not understand. The hysteria surrounding witch hunts only exacerbated this fear, leading to countless innocent lives being lost. Yet, even in the face of such adversity, our story takes a turn, for not all cultures viewed black cats with such suspicion. In some parts of the world, black cats were seen as protectors, symbols of good fortune, and even bringers of prosperity. In Japan, for example, black cats are revered as symbols of prosperity and good fortune. They are believed to bring wealth and happiness to their owners, a stark contrast to the fear they inspired in medieval Europe. And in Scotland, a black cat on your doorstep is said to be a sign of good luck to come. This belief highlights the cultural differences in how black cats are perceived around the world. From gods to demons to lucky charms, it seems we cats have played every role imaginable in the grand tapestry of human history. Our symbolism has evolved, reflecting the changing beliefs and values of the societies we live in. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? Whether seen as a symbol of good or evil, our presence has always been significant, a testament to the enduring power of myth and superstition. So there you have it, a glimpse into the long and storied history of cats. From the sun-drenched temples of ancient Egypt to the windswept decks of Viking longships, from the shadowy streets of medieval Europe to the cozy living rooms of today, we've certainly left our mark on the world. We may not be worshipped as gods anymore, but we still hold a special place in the hearts of many. We are companions, confidants, furry bundles of love and entertainment, so the next time you find yourself gazing into the enigmatic eyes of a cat, remember this. You are looking into the eyes of history, into the eyes of a creature that has walked alongside humanity for thousands of years. Now if you'll excuse me, I believe a certain human has some snack-related duties to attend to. A cat's work is never done, you know.